Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. I hope everyone will be enjoying these days and these YouTube lectures are very helpful for you. You will be getting your desired outcome from these lectures. Today we are going to talk about parts of speech. जो भी सेंटेंस हम यूज़ करते हैं या कोई भी पैसेज राइट डाउन करते हैं उसके लिए हमें एक सेट ऑफ वर्ड्स की ज़रूरत होती है। उस सेट ऑफ वर्ड्स में हर वर्ड का अपना एक फंक्शन होता है और हर फंक्शन एक स्पेसिफिक कैटेगरी से बिलोंग करता है। इसका मतलब ये है कि जो वर्ड्स हम यूज़ करते हैं उन वर्ड्स का अपना अपना प्रॉपर एक सेक्शन होता है जहाँ से वो बिलोंग करते हैं। There are 9 parts of speech in English named as noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, interjection, articles. What is noun? A name of anything. Pronoun. When we do not need to use noun again and again, we need another word which is used in the replacement of noun. That is pronoun. यानी noun के बजाय इस्तेमाल होने वाला word. Verb, action word. Any action, any happening, any work. Adverb. Adverb means something that adds more meanings to your verb. A word which describes your word. Action word. Adds more meaning to your verb. Adverb. Adjective. Quality of noun or a pronoun. Means a describing word for noun. Adjective. Preposition. A word which shows position of something. Conjunction, joining word, means it joins words and parts of sentence. Interjection shows strong feelings or emotions. Articles. Specifically, 3 articles are used with nouns and pronouns. So these are all parts of speech. Generally, we are going to talk about them with their definition and examples. Now let's see how we can define each part of speech individually. Noun. A naming word. Noun is the name of a person, place, thing or idea. किसी भी पर्सन, प्लेस, थिंग या आइडिया के नाम को हमने नाउन का नाम दिया है. एग्जाम्पल्स: टीचर, स्कूल, डेस्क, बुक, लैंग्वेज, रिसेस. I read a book. Underlined word is book. Book is name of something, so this underlined word is noun. Pronoun. Pronoun replaces noun, which takes the place of a noun. pronoun is used to take the place of a noun to avoid repetition. What does this mean? It means we do not use noun again and again in connected sentences. Instead, we use a word which refers to the noun mentioned in our first sentence. If we write noun repeatedly, our purpose of the talk is finished. We cannot convey the right message through our sentences. Therefore, we need to use a word which can be used as a replacement of noun so that we can avoid repetition. मतलब कि हम जब अल्फाज का इस्तेमाल करते हैं मुख्तलिफ़ जुमलों में, तो नाउन जो है अगर फर्स्ट सेंटेंस में यूज़ किया है तो बार बार हर जुमले में वही नाउन रिपीट नहीं करेंगे। उसके रिपीट करने की वजह से हमारी बात का मकसद ख़त्म हो जाएगा और हम अपना प्रॉपर मैसेज कन्वे नहीं कर सकते हैं। इस रेपिटिशन की वजह से जुमलों में आपस में ताल्लुक़ ख़त्म हो जाता है। इसलिए हमें एक ऐसे वर्ड की ज़रूरत होती है जो नाउन की जगह पर इस्तेमाल किया जा सके। वो वर्ड होता है प्रोनाउन। एग्ज़ाम्पल्स: ही, शी, इट, हिज, हर, दे, देयर, वी, आर, अस। She called her mother. Underlined word she and her are pronoun here. Next part of speech is verb. An action word. Verb shows an action or state of being. Anything that's happening. Action is verb. Examples: see, run, read, swim, think, watch, sing. Now, verb is used in its different forms according to the time when we are talking about it. There are 3 times: present, past, and future. In these specific 3 times, when we will be using verb that will belong from a certain form which is for the particular time. For example, for present tense we used first form of the verb, and for the past tense we use second form of the verb. For future tense we use first form with will or shall. Third form is used using has and have. I walk to school. Underlined word is walk. This is first form of verb. It is present tense. Same, waited in the car. Underlined word is waited. This is second form of the verb wait. This tense is past tense. You will enjoy your new school. Underlined word is will and enjoy. Will plus first form of verb. This tense is future tense. So here we have seen that verb undergoes different changes in its form when we write it in different tenses. Next part of speech is adverbs. What are adverbs? Verb modifiers. means describing words for verb. Adverbs describe more about verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. They specify when, where, and how some action has happened. Examples: loud, quiet, fast, slow, quick, high, up, down, very. She ran home quickly. My teacher is very nice. In first example, underlined word quickly is adding more meanings to the verb ran. She ran home quickly. She ran how? Quickly. My teacher is very nice. What is teacher's behaviors? Very nice. How teacher behaves? Very nice. So, adverb adds meanings to verb or being, state of being. Adjectives, noun modifiers. Like adverbs, as they describe verbs, adjectives describe more about nouns. An adjective is a modifying word that describes a noun such as size, color, and number. Examples: small, heavy, yellow, many, new, soft, tall, good. The young boy rode his red bicycle. Underlined word in this example is young, which is adjective for boy, and red, which is adjective for bicycle. It has been a good day. Underlined word good is adjective for word day. She is a nice lady. Underlined word nice is adjective for noun lady. I am a tall boy. Underlined word tall is adjective for noun boy. Coming to our next part of speech, preposition. Preposition shows position. The preposition shows how a noun or a pronoun is related to another word in a sentence. यानी कि सेंटेंस में एक दूसरे के साथ इनका क्या रिलेशन है. When used with the verb, it changes meaning of the verb. और जब ये सेंटेंस के अंदर वर्ब के साथ यूज़ होती है preposition, तो ये वर्ब के मतलब को ही बदल देती है. Examples: in, with, from, about, to, above, and on. The boy with curly hair ate lunch in the park. Underlined word is with, which is preposition, and another preposition which is underlined is in. Next part of speech is conjunction. Conjunction is joining word. Conjunctions join words, phrases and clauses together. सेंटेंस के पार्ट्स को ज्वाइन करते हैं और सेंटेंस के मुख्तलिफ पोर्शंस को लिंक करते हैं कंजंक्शंस. एग्जाम्पल्स: एंड, एज, और, सो, because, but, however. Randy and Kim called because it was my birthday. इस सेंटेंस में दो नाउन यूज़ हुए हैं. उन दो नाउन्स को जॉइन करने के लिए कंजंक्शन यूज़ हुई है एंड. अंडरलाइंड वर्ड एंड इज कंजंक्शन फॉर टू नाउन्स रैंडी किम. रैंडी एंड किम. Because it was my birthday. Now for the two clauses in the sentence, first part and the second part means first clause and the second clause. Randy and Kim called. First part. Second part is it was my birthday. Both of these parts are joined with an underlined conjunction because. Next part of speech is interjection. What is interjection? Shows emotions. Interjections are used to show strong feelings and emotions. They state an exclamation or remark. Examples: ouch, hooray, oh, yes, wow. Now every word of exclamation here has its own reflection of feelings of happiness, of pain, of sorrow, of excitement. For example, hooray, we have won the match. Underlined interjection will be hooray. That is used for happiness. Next part of speech is articles. What do we mean by articles? Three special words that can be used before a noun. To specify or to use noun in a general term, we use three special words: a, an, the. A, an. These two articles are used with singular nouns. The. This article is used with both singular and plural nouns. A boy ran into the street. A article is used for singular word boy. The article is used for singular noun street. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. An article is used for singular noun apple. A article is used for singular noun day. The article is used for singular noun doctor. The flowers are beautiful. Here, the is underlined article used for plural noun flowers. So this is all about defining different parts of speech and recognizing them using their examples. After having the best understanding of all parts of speech through their definitions, using their examples, their recognition and identification, here we will be able to do some activities related to these parts of speech. Our first worksheet is of parts of speech vocabulary. This is asking us to complete the activity. इस एक्टिविटी में आपको एक्सप्लेनेशंस नज़र आ रही हैं. कुछ डेफिनेशन है जिसको आपने वन वर्ड में डिफ़ाइन करना है और उसके लिए वो वन वर्ड स्पेस बाकी आपके लिए दी हुई है. ऑल दीज वन वर्ड्स आर रिटन under this page in the block below. In specified जनरल टर्म्स जो एक्सप्लेन हुई हैं इन्हें पढ़ें, इनसे आइडिया लें व्हाट आर ऑल दीज एक्सप्लेनेशन अबाउट रिलेटेड टू विच पार्ट ऑफ स्पीच, और उनको अपने रेलिवेंट ब्लॉक में लिखें. लेट्स रीड इट. नंबर 1, a word that is used to refer to a person, place, thing, quality or an idea. Yes, this will be a naming word which can be named as a person, place, thing or idea. A naming word is noun. We will write here noun. 2, a word that modifies a noun or a person. Which word modifies noun? Noun modifier is adjective. Yes. 3, shows relationship between his object and another word in the sentence. Which word shows a relation between words in the sentence? Preposition. 4, a word that modifies a verb, an adjective or another adverb. Which word adds more meaning to verb? Adverb. 4, adverb. 5, takes the place of a noun or a noun phrase. Which word replaces noun? Yes, pronoun. 6, expresses strong feelings. Yes, interjection. 7, a word that connects words, phrases and clauses. Yes, conjunction. 8, a word that denotes an action, occurrence or the state of existence. Yes, verb. So this is how you have identified these parts of speech through their definition. Next activity is for you to do at home. This is part of speech graphing. इसमें बहुत सारे वर्ड्स दिए हुए हैं. इन वर्ड्स को रीड करें, इनको समझें और इन्हें रेलिवेंट कॉलम में लिखें. यानी कि जो वर्ड्स नाउन हैं यानी नेमिंग वर्ड्स हैं उन्हें आपने नाउन के कॉलम में लिखना है, और जो वर्ड्स एक्शन वर्ड्स हैं वो आपने वर्ब के कॉलम में लिखने हैं. जो वर्ड्स नाउन की कोई डिस्क्रिप्शन के लिए यूज़ हो रहे हैं या क्वालिटी और प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ नाउन या प्रोनाउन के लिए यूज़ हुए हैं तो उन्हें आप एडजेक्टिव के कॉलम में लिखेंगे. ऐसे वर्ड्स जो वर्ब की मॉडिफाइंग कर रहे हैं, वर्ब को मॉडिफाई कर रहे हैं यानी वर्ब में मज़ीद मीनिंग्स को ऐड कर रहे हैं, उसको आप एडवर्ब के कॉलम में लिखेंगे. This is activity for you to do at home. Read these words carefully, understand their meanings and graph them in their relevant column as noun, verb, adjective and adverb. Once you will finish this thing, you have another task with this activity to do. Choose any 5 of the words from this random set of words and use them in the sentences of your own. And other homework for you to sort out parts of speech from the set given below and then find the set of noun, the set of verbs and set of adjectives from the given word list. This is asking you read the words, then write the words in the correct sections below. You will read these words carefully, and when you will properly recognize them, you will choose nouns from there and write them under the heading of nouns. After that, you will choose verbs and write them under this column of verbs. And in the end, you will find all the adjectives to be written in the column of adjectives. ये दो एक्टिविटीज़, ग्राफिंग ऑफ पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच एंड सॉर्टिंग ऑफ पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच, इसको आपने रीड करना है और सॉल्व करना है और इसको अपनी नोटबुक्स में राइट डाउन करना है. इसकी वजह से आपको आइडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच में हेल्प मिलेगा. बहुत अच्छे से इन डेफिनेशंस को रीड करें अगेन एंड अगेन, और इनके एग्जांपल्स को पढ़ें गौर से, और उसके अलावा और एग्जांपल्स जो आप अपने पास से लिखना चाहते हैं उनको लिखें, और इन पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच की आइडेंटिफिकेशन की ये एक्टिविटीज़ को प्रैक्टिस आउट करें। इसके अलावा आप अपनी टेक्स्ट बुक में भी पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच को आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं। टेक्स्ट बुक को रीड करें, हर पेज में से पहला पेज अगर आपको रीड करें किसी चैप्टर का, तो उसमें से नाउन्स फाइंड आउट करें। कोई अदर चैप्टर दूसरी बुक उठा लें, उसका कोई भी चैप्टर रीड करें, या कोई पैराग्राफ रीड करें तो उसमें से वर्ब्स को फाइंड करें। इसी तरह से डिफरेंट सेट ऑफ राइटिंग्स उनको पढ़ें, टेक्स्ट को रीड करें, उसके मतलब को समझने की कोशिश करें, और वहाँ से पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच को आइडेंटिफाई करने की कोशिश करें। दिस आइडेंटिफिकेशन विल हेल्प यू टू कीप in your mind the definition and the recognition of each and every part of speech clearly in your mind. I hope आपको यहाँ तक बहुत सारी चीज़ों की अच्छे से समझ में आ गई होगी, और ये एक्टिविटीज़ आपने अगर प्रैक्टिस की तो ये पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच आपको कभी भी नहीं भूलेंगे। दे आर गोइंग टू हेल्प यू टू द नेक्स्ट लेवल ऑफ द स्टडीज़ इवन। अगले लेक्चर तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज़, टेक केयर, थैंक यू वेरी मच।